Hi, I'm Candy Evans, and this is Dallas Dirt. My guest today is a very special young man. He is the vice president of Crescent Estates Custom Homes, and he's here to tell us all about luxury homes. Hi, Leo. Thank you for coming.
Hey, Candy. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate the invite.
We are thrilled to have you. Tell us how you got to be this man walks in these homes every day that I drool for. Everyone would drool for. They're gorgeous, multi-million-dollar homes. They have the height of everything. Just a little secret here. We're going to be writing about our favorite kitchens for the holidays on Candy's Dirt. And guess what my favorite kitchen is? Holloway.
10,006 Holloway.
Yes. Oh my God, this home, it's beautiful. And we're going to tell you about that. And we're going to show you a little bit about what these homes look like. And of course, you will see them on Candy's Dirt. But I want to know about you.
Yes. First of all, thank you so much for having me on here. I greatly appreciate it. I've been following you for a long time, back since I got my real estate license initially.
Oh, really?
Yes, back in the day.
I think Champion School of Real Estate makes everyone read our site.
I think you must have a paid partnership with them or something. So a little bit about myself. I actually grew up in the home building industry.
Okay.
It's not a place where I ever saw myself ending up in. My dad built homes all my life in the Midwest, in Overland Park, Kansas area.
Kansas?
That's where I grew up. Then we were out in New England for about 2 years.
Where in New England?
New Hampshire, Boston area.
I know it very well. I went to college there.
I was up there, so I don't miss the cold at all.
No.
So I came out here to Dallas in 2007 on my own. I had no family, no friends. I knew absolutely no one in Dallas. I had just been here one time when I was about 18 years old. And then one day I just decided I'm going to move to Dallas. I picked up my belongings. My parents thought I was a joke. It did not turn out to be a joke. I just drove out here all on my own and had a couple of different jobs.
Why Dallas?
I really think it's kind of funny because I was 18. I came to a friend's cousin's wedding, and I had never really been outside of Kansas, aside from El Paso, where we're originally from. I just loved it. I remember going up the tollway and thinking, wow, this is amazing, because we didn't have that in Kansas.
Was it the houses?
It was very new. There was a lot of growth, and I had been in New England for 2 years, and you're used to the older homes out there. So when I came here, it just was so brand new. The roads were wide, and everything was just popping.
It's kind of like all new and clean and beautifully designed.
Yes.
The houses are what got me too. When we moved here, I remember driving on the tollway and I said, I've got to get into those neighborhoods. I'd get off and just drive around all the neighborhoods around the tollway. I'm like, oh my God, these homes are gorgeous. So it's the homes that really make Dallas, I think.
I think so too. Back in the day, you printed your directions on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I remember that I would intentionally get lost in the neighborhoods because I wanted to see these homes. I wanted to drive around. I didn't know what the names of these neighborhoods were. But I just remember falling in love with all of it. Dallas.
Because you're a home person.
Yes. I grew up and I landed in this industry, which I really, really love.
So Crescent Custom Homes, how did you end up there?
So I met the owner of the company about 15 years ago through a mutual friend, and we just connected. We kind of hit it off. We were at a home on Straight Lane, and I just loved the remodel. I thought it was so fascinating.
Phil Romano.
It was Romano.
Yeah, I know that street very well.
Yes. So it was a Sunday, and I was told, you should get your real estate license. And I was fascinated by this person telling me that. And that's exactly what I did. And that's kind of how I got started in this. That's how I landed into this position. Well, I first landed in the position with Crescent Estates Custom Homes as a sales rep. I was just doing sales for different developments on right there off of Greenway Place, Lovers in the Tollway. That was my first development, new home sales experience. And I was handed a floor plan and said, here you go, sell it. So it was a lot of learning that I had to do. I had a lot of notions on the building side, but I knew a lot of things from the building side, but I just didn't know exactly what it was. But I said, well, screw it. I got to figure it out.
Nothing like jumping in the deep end.
Oh, yes.
Your first time.
Oh, yeah. And that's exactly what I did. So from there, I just kept selling homes. And then eventually I got to a point where I kind of plateaued where it's still exciting to sell a home or to show a home. That's never going to, I think once it's in your blood, it's in your blood. You just like it. But then about a year and a half ago, the position of vice president came available, and I jumped on it.
And so this company has built some really amazing homes. I mean, I followed it. How many developments do you have now in the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
So currently I'm working on about 195 homes that are in the pipeline.
Wow.
I've got 56 condo units on Lake Ray Hubbard. It'll be absolutely gorgeous. It's a mixed-use development with commercial. I've got another tract of land that I'm currently working with City of Dallas on zoning change. Around the Marsh Walnut Hill area.
Oh, that's a great area.
And then I've got obviously the residences on Ruth, which is Turtle Creek. I've got another one there for another 5 luxury townhomes, which is Fairmount Place at Turtle Creek, Fairmount and Hood. And then Lake Dallas, we're just wrapping up it's our last phase of condos on the lake. And then I just acquired another tract of land, which is in Euless.
Wow.
Yeah. And the most exciting one, which is, not the most exciting, but Swan Lake, which is 65 single-family homes off of Forest and Hillcrest area.
That we've been talking about.
We've been talking about, yes. And, we're wrapping up the 2 homes that we have, the 2 specs at the Crespi Estates.
At the Crespi, which is the most amazing development. And I knew it always would be. Just to give you a little background, the Crespi Estate was probably for the longest time the most talked about estate in Dallas. And it was actually built in
1920s?
20s. And it was actually the Crespi family from Italy. And just a beautiful estate. And of course, then Tom Hicks bought it, completely remodeled it. And then it was purchased by, who's the family that has it now? The Cox family.
The Cox family.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's actually quietly on the market. Nothing is ever on the market quietly when Candy talks about it. But, it's quietly on the market. And a funny story. So we had a little event that Leo was kind enough to let us have for one of the organizations, one of the philanthropical organizations I'm with. And so we had this lovely event at their home. And some of the ladies actually went up to the Crespi Estate because they thought that's where the party was. And so they rang the doorbell and, they said, hello, where's the party? We're here for the party. They were very gracious for them. Of course, the ladies were very unassuming and lovely, so It was fine. But no, that was on 25 acres on Walnut Hill Lane, just west of the tollway. The corner, the intersection of Holloway and Walnut Hill, and that beautiful quadrant of 25 acres. Now, there were stories years ago, I'm sure you know, that George Bush, former President George Bush, who lives on the other side on Daria Place, that he used the helipad that was there for a while when he was, traveling back and forth from Washington. So when this was sold, I knew it was going to be subdivided. They kept the estate, but they sold off all this property around it into these beautiful estates. And Crescent has one there now that is gorgeous, right on the corner.
Yeah, I have one inside the Crespi Estates.
One inside.
That's it's a home that's it's taken us a while to build. Obviously, nice things like these take a while to finish. Yeah. But that's about 13,000 square feet approximately. Right. That's gated within the Crespi Estates.
Gated within?
Yes, it's actually gated also within the gates.
Oh wow!
So it's going to be a gorgeous drive up.
Very exclusive.
Yes, very exclusive. I'm hoping, by February, we should be having that one done. February, March. Hopefully it doesn't bleed over into March, but
hopefully we can get a peek at it.
Most definitely.
Thank you.
I'll get you in there. Yeah. And then the one on the corner of Holloway, 10,006 Holloway. I mean, we are pretty much almost there. I mean, we're just, it should be going on the market probably by next week. So.
Except for the landscaping, right?
No, that's actually
that's done. That's right. They're working on it the night of our party.
You know us. We will get it done. So I mean, I was there just earlier today, and I mean, it's moving along pretty quick.
And this home is actually all on one floor, except for the guest quarters, correct?
So you have a living quarters that's 1,800 square feet. The other 12,000 square feet is all one level.
One level, but it wraps around a gorgeous pool, all turfed. Tell me about the dynamics that you put into these homes. Now, when you're designing them, are you building for a certain segment of the population?
Well, when it comes to a spec home like of this magnitude, which is
A $14 million spec home.
16 million.
16, sorry.
Mhm.
16, just, yeah. $16
So,
spec home.
on a spec like that, because not a lot of people will build a spec of that size,
Right.
Or with the finishes that we have in these homes
For the price tag.
for the price tag.
Yeah.
But we go all in. I mean, you have everything completely upgrading to these homes. But we have a great team of architects, and then my designer that I've worked with for about 8 years now. She just knows it. She just knows, she's got one foot on the gas, one on the brake at the same time, because you also don't want to customize it too much where it's too custom, but then you also don't want to deliver a product that's, not where it needs to be for that price point. So we're just I've been pretty blessed to have a great team, great builders, and just an awesome team that, kind of gets what the market is. So we just really focus on making these homes likable by everyone almost.
And yet it's hard because people come in and they want to personalize it, but they don't want to wait 2 years. Isn't that what it takes to build these homes? About 2 years now?
It's about 2 years, yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's the details at the end. A lot of people are like, I can't believe you're not done. But I'm like, the details is what really is time consuming,
Mm-hmm.
So,
like what kind of details? Like the molding or
stonework,
and
then it's just different trades that you're using when you're building these homes. So, one trade is told to build one thing, and then here comes the stone afterwards. Well, that's the stone might not work with the work that the previous person did. So. Got to bring those in and kind of just adjust things, etc. So that's why they do take a long time. But it's just part of the process.
Part of the process. And you do such a good job. This home has beautiful hardwood floors everywhere. The kitchen that I loved, it's a very large kitchen with the little sub kitchen behind it. That's something that I'm fascinated by. It's almost like a galley kitchen behind the regular kitchen, or the actual real kitchen behind the kitchen, because you want your existing kitchen to always look nice and neat and organized because they're out in the open so much.
Oh, yeah.
But you got to have a place where you kind of get dirty, too.
Correct. So that's why a lot of people like these prep kitchens, because a lot of women or men who are by these homes, they, like you said, they like these kitchens to be pristine. So that's why we we put the same focus on these prep kitchens as we do on the main kitchens.
Yes. And that's either for someone like a professional chef to be in there,
mm-hmm.
or if the owners are into cooking, they may want to be in there.
Yeah, or if you just have a large party, I mean, you're going to need that.
Yeah.
You're going to need that prep kitchen, those extra ovens and ranges.
And then when you do the prep kitchens, there's usually dishwashers, refrigerator. I mean, the same thing. It's like a mini kitchen.
Same thing. And I mean, mini, I don't know if about
mini. It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big,
But with 12,000 square feet. Yeah. But you have to have good exhausts in there too, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
To get all the food odors out.
Correct.
Yes, exactly.
So that particular home, the way you saw it, it's just designed to where that prep kitchen is between your formal dining, the bar, the living, but then so it's easy access for if you have an event or anything like that you can actually access that kitchen and be close to where your guests will be at.
Right. And the kitchen is also, if you look at the home, is almost center on the home,
mm-hmm.
because one wing is like the couple bedrooms, the library, the office, and the master, but then there's more bedrooms on the other wing. So you don't have to take a scooter to get there.
No, you don't have to do any of that for sure. But it's just the way we designed that home, where, as you saw, is that half of the home is pretty much your bedrooms, like you said, your where you sleep, right? And the rest of the home is just all entertainment.
Yeah, because there's a pool house.
There's a pool house. We enclosed the patios because in this heat, you'll never be able to use those. So we went ahead and just they're temperature controlled. We put
with the screens
and glass. We actually enclosed it with glass sliding doors. For that reason, because on a home like that, which I'm sure everyone will see, you want to be able to use those patios. You don't want to be locked inside or just strictly in the pool. So we kind of designed this home, in mind for entertainment. And the palm trees, obviously, as you saw.
I saw the palm tree.
Beautiful.
And of course, on that patio is another full kitchen.
Yes.
Yes.
You have a full kitchen by the pool, pool bath, pool area, the putting green, and then you have another kitchen right outside your family room and kitchen, which is another grill. So if you don't want to make the trip all the way in the back, you can just have a grill right there.
You're never far from food.
Never. Not at all.
Never.
Those places. Yeah.
So who do you think is who's looking at this house? Kind of give us spill the juice, spill the tea on it.
Well, I do have one NDA signed.
Okay.
For a family. That I'm not able to disclose a lot of information, but
I hate those NDAs.
Yeah, I know, but I have to respect them, of course.
Of course.
But we've got we have actually 3 families that are looking at this home. I'm trying to get everything, going as fast as possible.
Yeah.
Because they do want to see a final.
The final before they purchase it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But it's 3 families. One of them is empty nesters.
Interesting. 2 people.
2 people. 2 people, but I'm seeing a lot of people wanting to bring in their parents.
Mm-hmm.
That's a big thing right now. These big homes, a lot of people, I see this moving in the direction that people are going to want to have. They'll still buy these big, massive homes, but
They're generational.
They're generational homes. In all honesty, they truly are. And then the other family has 2 young daughters. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I was very surprised when 2 families that were empty nesters were looking at
Why
this.
not that? Because we're talking 12,000
Yes.
square feet.
Total is about 13,000.
13,
Mm-hmm.
right. Yeah. Well, and that is interesting. We had seen that, up north in Plano and some of the suburbs of Dallas where there's 2 master. Well, this home actually does this home have 2 masters too?
It has 1 master,
I'm sorry,
or 1 primary.
Yes, primary.
But it's got his and hers bathroom, or his and his,
Right.
hers,
Yeah.
whatever you want to make
Right.
it. And then you have a beautiful courtyard between both bathrooms where you can, join your significant other. But
If you want to,
if
why
you
not?
want to. Yes, but it's all separate.
Separate.
Yeah.
Mhm. Yes, that is a very special feature of that home that we're looking forward to writing about. But I do think that's an interesting trend that we're seeing, that buyers now do want to have room for their aging parents, so they can, because we boomers are not going anywhere. We're sticking around for a long time, and not gonna leave easily or quietly. So we all want the family together, and I think that's great. That's a trend that I'm glad that you guys are seeing come into the city as well as out in the suburbs.
Yeah, and that's one of the things that when we added that second story, the only second flight of stairs, it's 1,800 square feet, but it's got a 2-bed, 2-bath, living, kitchen, dining upstairs, which is very appealing to multi-generational people,
Right.
because you kind of have your own space. It gives them that sense of independence. And so that's one of the things that people really, really like of that home, is that even if you do bring in your parents, you probably won't ever see them because they're upstairs.
And then, or you could actually put children up there, the ones that never want to leave the nest.
Oh, yeah. That's true. Well, that's exactly right, because actually it's designed to where you can park, you have college kids park a car and they can go upstairs
Without coming in the
without
house.
coming into the home.
Yeah. Yes. I mean, there's all these, we are just, I love that our generation is just blowing all these myths, we're just blowing them up and just saying, no, this is what we're going to do. We always were the hell yes generation.
Yeah. I believe it.
Yes, we were. Well, where do you think real estate is going to go next year? Because you're obviously in this business of building these big, kind of risky homes. I mean, these are these products are not cookie cutter. Someone will buy them for $350,000 and you'll turn it quickly. These are major homes that take about 6 months to sell usually.
Hopefully not that long.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
hopefully it's pretty quick, but you have to have the right plan. It has to be the right area. But I think we're going towards the right direction in terms of the real estate market. Hopefully these rates do come down.
That's the big thing right now.
That's
is the rates.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a buyer for every market, but the luxury, I think we're still seeing a little bit of, we're not seeing a lot of people be, I guess, risky, to be quite honest with you.
Not taking risks as much.
Mm-hmm.
But it's interesting because your company has both now in-city homes and you do have some lake properties.
Yeah.
And my understanding is that the second home market has cooled a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Are you seeing that?
Yes, I have seen that a lot. I think a lot of people are just, like I said, I think they're being very conservative in terms of spending. Now the lake, the lakeside condos is just, I don't know if that's a secondary home for a lot of people. Rowlett's just gorgeous.
Rowlett is it. That's probably primary.
Yeah, it's a great location, and it's right on the water. I mean, it's a gorgeous location. It's part of a development of townhomes and single family homes. So this is just a condo living. But, I think it's just next year is going to be a good year. At least I'm very hopeful.
I think so too. And I love that you're doing the in-town stuff. How is that going, the Turtle Creek area in Uptown?
So Turtle Creek is going good. As you know, there's a lot of construction going on over there. So we'll have a 20-unit mid-rise condo building, which we're going to gearing up right now to start sales in December, which isn't the best time, but it's a beautiful luxury product. So I think it's going to be, again, maybe my glass is always half full. That's just the way I am.
What are the price points on that one?
Those start anywhere from the $950,000 all the way up to $1.8 million for the penthouses.
For the penthouses. And the square footage?
I think our smallest is about 1,200 square feet, and the largest is 2,300 square foot with a 2,300 square foot terrace.
Wow.
Oh yeah, these are pretty. These penthouses are nice. There's only 3 of them in the entire building.
Wow.
So those are going to be fun and exciting.
And they're right on Turtle Creek.
They are on Ruth and Hood and Ruth. Right, walking distance to the Katy Trail.
The Katy Trail. And all the wonderful restaurants.
Oh yes.
That are in that area and on those streets. Yeah, that's great. So you've got that going on. You've got some luxury high rises.
We have a luxury high rise in the works. It's called the Julian. It's about 15 stories.
I know. I've been kind of dying to get over there.
I'll send you the deck.
Okay.
I'll send you the deck so you can check it out. Okay. These are...
I heard this is like the blowout. Just like...
Yes.
It's going to just the best of everything.
Correct. I mean, you're talking about 8,000 square foot on one level.
Oh, my God.
You have 24/7 concierge. You also have an elevator for your vehicles. Take them up.
Elevator for the cars.
Elevators for the cars. Glassed-in garages within the building. There's only going to be 12 units. That's it. The other 3, which with private hot tub spas on their balconies. It's great. I mean, it's the concept is awesome. Hopefully, we can get it off. Working through a couple little bumps in the road. As you know, development doesn't happen overnight.
No, and then to do something as complex as that is going to take some engineering.
Definitely so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because so you're going to have the pool, the hot tub, a pool as well.
You have a little. It's like a hot tub spa, a spool. There you go on your balcony.
Pools are pool spa combination.
Correct.
Yes.
So that's going to be overlooking the Turtle Creek, the entire park. You have about 180-degree views from your. It's all glass.
Oh my God!
It's absolutely it's going to be wonderful.
I want one.
Me too.
Yes. Yeah. They sound beautiful. And of course, will Crescent Estates now coming back north a little bit? We're going up to Walnut Hill Lane now.
Yes.
Will Crescent Estates be completed now with this home, or you have any other properties there to complete?
So we have the 10,006 Holloway. One
the one that's rolling over.
Yeah, that one, and then we have the one within the Crespi Estates, and that's the only big estates that we have currently right now.
Because everything else
it's been
built.
sold. Yeah, everything's been built and sold. So we're pretty much the last ones to finish up and wrap up that entire project.
I don't know if the whole world can understand what a feat this is, but how long ago did you buy the Crespi property?
That was in 2018?
Right before COVID, I think.
2019, I believe.
Yeah. And to think that, I mean, the property, the dirt there is what, $500 a foot or something?
I just know it by acres.
By acre. Yeah, it's at least what, $2 million an acre?
$3-4 million an acre.
Okay, I'm old. I'm thinking of yesteryear.
Thinking about 2019.
2019. So we're talking 3 to 4 million an acre. We've got about 20 properties there, right?
Is that the Crespi?
Yeah.
Or that
Yeah.
plot? No, it's actually less than that because each home is situated on 2 acres.
Okay.
So you have
Oh yeah,
5 total.
5 total.
5 total, which equates to what? 10 acres approximately.
Because the Crespi Estate itself sits on
13.
13. Yeah. So that leaves
12. 10.
Yeah.
10.
10.
Approximately.
And so if two, so since 2019, basically to now, 5 years, all completely sold. That is unheard of. I remember when the Creeks at Crescent Hollow, which was at the intersection of Inwood and Royal,
Mm-hmm.
when that first came on the market, that took a long time
Oh, yeah.
to sell. And you guys did this in 5 years.
Yeah. Pretty impressive, right?
It's very impressive, and it is an incredible real estate story, truly.
It is. It's a great location. I don't think it can get better than that.
No, it is.
Maybe.
It is. Well, maybe the Julian. I don't know.
The Julian's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, it's going to be epic, in my opinion.
It is. That is a great word, epic. And I would say that epic is a great word for Crescent as well, because Crescent is building homes that you don't really usually find in Dallas. You find them in Beverly Hills. You find them in other international havens, Miami markets, right? But the homes that you brought us are just incredible.
They are. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I mean, it's they're beautiful. I mean, what can I say? Even though I walk them, like you said earlier, every day I walk into a lot of these homes, but you get to appreciate just the work that goes into them, especially when you're, for example, I talk directly with a lot of the trades and stuff that work for us, and the hard work that they put in, the long hours that they put in, you really do appreciate these homes.
And the subs, do they shudder a little bit when you walk in?
I tried. No. Someone won't talk to me. Luckily for me, I speak Spanish. I'm fluent in it, but but I just try to make them feel as comfortable as possible because that's just who I am. And so, they appreciate the fact that I do speak to them in their native tongue, which is obviously a big plus.
Right. And they're wonderful artisans.
Oh yeah. I mean, we've got a great team. I mean, a lot of these guys have worked for us for the owner for years. I mean, 15, 20 years. So they've been around with us for quite a while.
Well, we're real excited to actually write about, is it 1009? 1000, what is the address for Holloway?
10,006.
10,006.
Holloway.
Yeah. Yes, 10,006 Holloway. We're excited to write about that. We're excited to write about the other very secret, gate behind the gate estate that is coming up. But we're also real excited to write about the Julian, and you can see it all on CandysDirt.
Yeah.
Even though we've kind of teased it here on Dallas Dirt.
I've got a nice deck of about 67 pages that I might be able to share with you.
I
the
would
Julian.
love it. Maybe we'll leak it.
Yeah. None of that. No, but hopefully we can, fingers crossed everything goes as planned, and the Julian I think is going to be just absolutely stunning.
The bottom line is, I think, and we can probably end on this, is that you guys, the Crescent, believes that the economy in Dallas is solid, and Texas.
Completely.
I
think the Dallas continues to grow. The need, you're talking about development all the way up in, Lake Texoma.
Right.
We're going that far north.
Yeah.
And so
Sherman and all.
Eagle Mountain Lake, all those areas, which just continue to expand. Hopefully we don't run out of land. So until then, let's keep building.
But we're going to keep on building. We're going to keep on talking to this wonderful company and this wonderful man and getting all these great insights into luxury homes. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you so much, Candy. I appreciate you.
And I don't think we told too many secrets.
No.
Okay.
No.
We don't want the Centurion people to be angry at us.
No. I got the green light today to speak to you.
To tell all. I love it. We told it all. Thank you very much. We've spilled quite a lot of tea here on Dallas Dirt.